Cliff Bowen, moving the composite on behalf of Unite the Union. Congress, the future of over 30,000 oil and gas jobs across the North Sea hangs in the balance. This crisis is urgent. Environmental action is required, but exporting jobs, skills and destroying working class kids' futures while moving production abroad is just burying our heads in the sand. It will be the greatest industrial test of Labour in government. It will be the biggest test of Keir Starmer's mettle. He must prove the difference a Labour government can make. Congress, it will be the biggest test of our ability to make them do the right thing. We should be under no illusions as to what will happen if we get this wrong. Enough of us in this room remember the fate of the miners only 40 years ago. Even those too younger to remember it directly have had to live with the consequences ever since. Hundreds of thousands of workers in their communities were left on the scrap heap after the closure of the pits. The consequences haunt villages and towns across the country to this very day. Congress, this is the cliff edge that tens of thousands of workers in the North Sea face today. We know what it will take to avoid that fate. Not misty-eyed promises, not jargon about accelerating the transition with no substance. Not false promises of green jobs which never seem to materialise in time. We demand a real industrial strategy built on the expertise and experience of oil and gas workers themselves. This is the greatest challenge in energy in our lifetimes. The world of energy is changing, but with it, we also have the greatest of opportunities. We can show the world what a just transition should look like, taking the 200,000 skilled workers who support UK oil and gas production and their communities across the country with us, and in the process, revitalise UK manufacturing. A just transition with them, not one that is done to them. We need a plan backed up by, in our estimates, £6.6 billion over the next 6 years. The cost of such a plan is nothing compared to the benefit of giving working class communities a future and the economic boom of £12 billion in expected tax receipts. Congress, we need to see real commitments to creating these jobs now. We mean jobs which defend and value the skills and experience that our members have worked hard to earn. We mean union standard apprenticeships to bring young workers into these industries, because oil and gas workers' skills are the skills needed to work in these new decarbonised and clean energy activities on our journey to net zero. And be under no illusion, these workers' skills are sought after all over the world. The North Sea has always been a net exporter of talent for the oil and gas world. And if these workers see no future in the UK for their skills, they will go work away and work abroad, because the whole world knows we are going to need fossil fuels for the foreseeable future. Well, everyone, it seems, except the current government. And when these workers go, they will not be coming back. We mean jobs with terms and conditions mapped to guarantee every new job is like for like or better than those they replace. Congress, this is not just a single industry issue. A plan for the North Sea must be the foundation for an entire industrial strategy, one which includes our utilities and manufacturing base, as well as chemicals, pharmaceutical, processed textiles and glass, amongst others. This is why we also demand a strategy that includes the entire energy network, one which reduces household bills and strengthens national security. Such a plan must also commit to infrastructure projects like Sizewell C and small modular reactors, which support manufacturing and construction jobs. In Congress, we need a grown-up conversation of the future of our refineries and what the future of green fuels can look like. What is the art of the possible for the 6 UK refineries and the workers and communities that they support across the UK? In an uncertain world, increasing our reliance on imports while exporting jobs and money for the Exchequer is the wrong path. It is absurd and naive to think otherwise. The world will continue to need fossil fuels, and if we continue down the path charted by our government, then the path to net zero will end up as a path to nowhere. Congress, our demand is simple. No ban without a plan. 5 clear words, but they form the basis for the most important industrial transformation of this generation. Energy security, skilled jobs for our communities, investment for the country, and a sustainable future for our kids. Choose a homegrown energy transition. Stand with us. Show Starmer and Miliband we mean business. Support this competency.
Thank you.